Jeff, I'm not a spring game scoring expert, but shouldn't the defense have won today?
Well, I let the defense choose the kicker.
Oh, okay.
So I cut a deal. I said, if you choose the kicker and you bring the defense out here to harass him, Coach Lelt was literally in front of the kid, like waving his cap. I said, so if it's a miss, it's a tie. They signed up for the agreement, and that's how we went down.
Oh, so we thought we had controversy. I don't think we do now.
There's always controversy. That's why you have a head coach, to settle it.
What was the thinking with the structure and what you wanted to get out of today? It seemed like just kind of get a few series and get everybody out healthy.
No, we wanted to get our ones about 18 to 20 reps. We thought it would take 3 or 4 series. They got it done in 2 series. So that took them out. Our threes, they went 3 and out, so we need to get them up, right? So it was just the maneuvering of the depth chart to make sure that we got a good evaluation. We need to get a good eval on Cam and Eddie Lee. We wanted them to have similar reps. So that was the main thing. Just get the ones out there, get them some good work, get them off the field, and get a good eval on those twos.
Anybody in particular who you thought had a good day or kind of caught your eye out there?
Yeah, I haven't really, couldn't tell you yet. You know, it's hard to lie. You guys will probably have a better feel for that. I was officiating as much as I was coaching. It's just to make sure we got out there healthy. You know, who knows? I know whether the whistle is about right or not. Defense thinks the whistle's perfect. Offense thinks it never is. You never make it happen.
Jeff, this crowd is probably the biggest we've seen here in several years. What do you think about that?
Well, it was, from my perspective, we couldn't have got many more people on that side. It was really exciting. In my notes to get better on, I had we need to get way more Easter eggs. I mean, way too many kids crying. We can't have kids leave with 1 egg, right? So we got to do better, right? So that's one of the things. I don't know we anticipate that big a crowd on the Easter egg hunt. So note to self, more eggs for the Easter egg hunt next time. No more crying kids.
When you look at the way this team's progressed, what are you maybe most pleased with or happy with the way they've grown this year?
Frank Harris, just his progression in 3 years. Tonight we would have started with the wind at his back. Tonight we don't care. Wind in his face, the throws. He's just so calm. He's so comfortable. The way he teaches the offense. I was very pleased with our other quarterbacks too. You can really tell Eddie Lee and Cam have just matured so much, and that was exciting to see. And that's who I was watching the whole night, right? Because I'm right back there trying to protect him. So it's probably the only eval I could even give you right now.
There was a lot of plays that were blown down in the backfield. Just some good pressure from up front or anything you made out of it?
With those guys, they might could have got out of some of that. Some of it was just protection issues. Got a lot of different running backs back there. And we slid the protect on 4th and 1. I just wanted to see if we throw one deep to Kennedy. And literally on the headsets, I said, Will, let's go ahead and slide the protection until the pressure's coming from us because Kennedy had run down the field. And Will's exact quote back was, you do understand, if we get sacked on 4th and 1, Greg Lucas is going to rip me in a spring game. And I said, well, I'll tell Greg I called that play. So that was on me.
Coach, you've kind of spoken, a lot this spring about the fact that the running back room is a little, short this spring and everything. Did you see anybody out there today that was really flashing some stuff to you?
It's so hard because it's tag. And, I partially blame myself for the 3 injuries. But you got to find out. You don't want to find out in the Houston game. You don't want to find out in the Army game. And, for those 3 kids to be injured, it's disheartening.
Football fans, players, coaches, 5 minutes.
So it's hard to tell, honestly.
Jeff, Ty Edwards was the first back in the game. What did he show you, and how does he kind of shape up with him every moment?
Well, he's the one that stayed healthy all spring, right? Him and Judon and J. Ryan, they stayed healthy. And, he's a big back, and he's learning the protections, he's learning our schemes. It's just time on task. We just got to get a lot of I was thrilled the NCAA passed a rule yesterday that we could play football 2 hours a week in the summer, which no pads, right? So we get footballs out. That's going to be huge for us. It's going to be huge because whatever running back we get in here, if those guys come back, from injury, whatever that looks like, it's good to get that work in the summer now.
What's the ideal depth you want in the running back room going into the season?
5 healthy backs that are scholarship backs, which you'd like to have, but we're down to 2 right now, so we probably won't be able to get back to 5 because of our roster, but we'd like to get back to 4. We just got to see what the real health prognosis is of all 3 running backs. How long is Jalen really going to be out? how long is Cadric really going to be out? How long is DeAnthony really going to be out? Until we really know for sure, I've got some decisions to make. Right?
Jeff, it looked like you were giving Eddie Lee a hard time when he called the timeout. Are the players allowed to call timeout?
No, they're not. They're not allowed to call timeout, period.
We said the same thing on the sideline.
There's only one guy that's allowed to call timeout. That's why I love Eddie Lee. You know, to his credit, I had a discussion with Will about what I wanted, right? And it got us down deep in the clock. So I told the officials back there, if it gets down, I don't want to play a game, restart the thing. Well, Eddie Lee just being a quarterback, right? He didn't see it restart it. So it was an awkward situation for Eddie. And honestly, it's one of those kind of things. It's a spring game, maybe don't worry about it. But as a teaching lesson, Traylor calls the timeout.
It's one of the few times we get to look at him. How do you feel about what he showed today?
You know, he's really come on here the last couple of practices, man. He went through a little bit of dip, and he's really shot back out of that thing. So I was pleased with both of them. It's just hard, man, when you're the quarterback and you're rotating with one group and another group and this center and that center and those receivers and this running back. It's really unfair to evaluate those two kids that way, but there's no other way to do it because I wanted Frank to at least get a little bit of work. So we didn't put him out there with the ones, which we've done that this spring. We just didn't do it tonight.
Any guys you've seen maybe the light click or just really, like you said, with Eddie get after the last couple of weeks?
DeJuan Griffin, I think, has had a great spring at corner. I was really proud of him. Avery Morris on defense. Jamori Robbins at the wheel. Trey Moore at the wheel. Our receivers have come on. You know, Kennedy Lewis has really come on. Dre Spriggs has come on. I think he had one drop tonight, but he hasn't done that very much. Taki always plays well. I don't even really consider him not to be a starter. And Chris Carpenter's really come on here lately. Yeah, we've had quite a few guys, but those guys are the first ones that come to mind. I'm sure I'm leaving somebody out, and somebody's going to be upset. It's just the way it is.
As crowded as that room is, does Dre have any chance to work his way up on that depth chart?
You make plays now. You're going to play for me. If you know what to do, you make plays, you're going to play. I don't worry about that. We put them in. Y'all seen us. We play them. I bet we play more players in the middle of the game than maybe any team in college football.
Jeff, what's the countdown to Houston? How many days? And just what's the excitement level?
I think we're at 140, right? You know, we're excited. It's such a great game to start off. It's going to be a fun game. Just our luck. It's probably the best Houston team ever, right? We're pretty good, too. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank y'all. Have a great